This is BBC One Scotland. Now at 10 o'clock, the BBC News with Clive Myrie.
Tonight at 10, Ukraine and Russia agree to talks without preconditions after 4 days of intense fighting. It comes after Ukrainian troops battle street to street in the country's biggest city, Kharkiv, after Russian ground forces entered overnight. There was another air raid over Kiev with an attack on an airbase and also on an oil field.
Злочинні дії Росії проти України мають ознаку геноциду.
Russia's criminal actions against Ukraine show signs of genocide. I talked about this with the UN Secretary General. Russia is on the path of evil.
President Putin warns the West over the readiness of Russia's nuclear arsenal.
Top officials of leading NATO countries are making aggressive statements about our country. Therefore, I'm ordering the Minister of Defence and the Chief of the General Staff to put the strategic nuclear forces on special alert.
We'll have the very latest from across Ukraine, from Moscow and Washington. The European Union closes its airspace to Russian airlines and announces tough new sanctions on Moscow. Hundreds of thousands continue to try to escape the fighting to neighbouring countries and within Ukraine.
We were normal people, we had jobs, schools, a normal family. And now we have to ask for help. And the scariest thing is we don't know how long this is for and whether we will have anything left to go back to.
And the show of support from fans at Wembley this evening as the FA says England will not play Russia in internationals for the foreseeable future. Good evening from the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, where the government has agreed to talks with Russia after 4 days of heavy fighting. The negotiations could take place as early as tomorrow, but Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says he has low expectations there will be any results. It comes after Vladimir Putin ordered Russia's strategic nuclear forces to be put on high alert in response to what he called Western aggression. Today, Russian troops entered Ukraine's second largest city of Kharkiv in the east of the country, leading to fierce fighting. But by the afternoon, the regional governor said Ukrainian forces had retaken full control. Meanwhile, an oil depot southwest of Kyiv was hit in a double missile strike. But a feared overnight air raid on the capital didn't materialize. A curfew remains in place until tomorrow morning, with the city's 3 million residents told to stay indoors. If they venture onto the streets, they'll be deemed as saboteurs and arrested. The Ukrainian Health Ministry now says 352 civilians, including 14 children, have been killed since the start of the Russian offensive. With our first report tonight, here's Nick Beak.